Same thing. Well, I don't know what else to try. I wonder if I can do... I wonder if I can add label text. What if I try doing that? I think there's a way to block comment there. Even that. Let's see what this has. Add label text. As a name, then it's just default value, color, tip. I don't see why some of these would work and some of these won't. Like if I try another input text, just call that, I guess, string 3. Actually, let me just leave this label. Will this work? And it didn't. Am I not saving or something? This is super confusing. So I'm gonna try changing this one by one until it matches that one. So I'm gonna add a label. Three. And a default value. Still doesn't appear. Let's try adding a callback. So now it's basically the same thing. And it still doesn't appear. Is something cached somewhere? This makes no sense. Yeah, it's one of those days. Dang, man. Wait, what changed? There's no way. Okay, I'm gonna yank that. Okay. So, okay, Python. So you're telling me that this will work, but this will not work. Python's like, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. And so my next question is this real life? Can I change this into string 3? I didn't think this would be that hard. It worked when it was string 3, I guess. Maybe the label... Wait, what in the world? Maybe there's something up with these double hash thing. I guess. The thing was, IMGUI is really good because it can hook into an existing OpenGL render loop, which makes it super, super fast for projects that are doing their own OpenGL anyway. Like you could render within one of these little windows and then like drag around your scene at what cost exactly. And so that would have been just incredibly convenient. The problem with this is that the Python bindings for it are super, super old. And someone told me before that this is using a version from 2018, and the person just doesn't work on it that much. So I don't think this would be sustainable. However, there's a much better maintained version, and that's PyGUI. And that's what I'm using. There are other options. Oh, one good thing about this is that eventually Rust has really nice bindings for GUI and for Python. I feel like that'd be difficult. Well, I don't know Rust, so that's kind of a problem. But anyway, this is way better maintained. Just like insane, like 28 minutes ago. Better maintained. And eventually this will allow you to render into the window it creates. Render into this window, although you can't do it yet. Other than that, there aren't a ton of options. Oh, really nice bindings for IMGUI. Do you want us to like switch Manim over to Rust? Because that could be pretty hard. Okay. Be hard. Okay. Manim GUI, hello world, rerun. This is the themes. Polygonous when it comes to PLs. Gotcha. Okay, so let me try to print sender, then I gotta print sender dot... Was it get value of sender or something like that? Int of get value. Okay, I have to see where that's imported. I guess it's part of core or something? Probably part of core. Dot get value. Okay. So now, okay, it's gonna print out the thing I've selected. That's great. So the goal right now is to pass in the scenes from the file that you're writing, and then select it that way. So don't need this, thank goodness. That's a weird way to have that. Okay, so it doesn't make a ton of sense for the scene to read its own file. Really, this GUI code should be in its own module. And that's what would be the cleanest. So let me write up Manim GUI GUI.py. Isn't it weird how we put all of these things in folders like this? If I just put it in here, I don't know, I guess the organization is kind of neat. And then this is where I'll import all the PyGUI stuff. Yeah. Then I'll do from dot GUI dot GUI import GU import this, I guess. Not PyGUI. Yeah, sure. That should work. And then I'll just take this whole function and put it here. Oh, I need to make that folder. Did it work? Okay. Is that everything related to the GUI? It does do this is whatever running. That's okay. Okay, let me try running that. Great, that worked remarkably well. Oh, but like I was saying, it is probably doable to use something cross-platform like Qt. Wasn't trying to click that. This is a pretty popular cross-platform GUI. I think this is one of the most popular ones. But it's pretty big. It's a lot more code than I think we need. And I guess it's in C++. Although that isn't a huge... Well, that is kind of a problem. There's definitely Python bindings somewhere. But, yeah, there's not a ton of options for, like, dealing with your own OpenGL at this level. Unfortunately. But, yeah, there's not a ton of options for, like, dealing with your own OpenGL at this level. Unfortunately. I told Grant not to do this, by the way. I'm in a different song than this, though. Yeah, let's quit that. And here... Uh-oh. Can I make my terminal less ruined? Dang. Oh, there we go. So here, this is where I'm going to want to read all the scenes from the file. Which in order to do that, I'm going to have to know the input file. So it would be something like get GUI, and this will have to take the list of scenes. But now I can just print scenes with this. Import PyGUI should be get GUI. Don't just stick to making trippy math graphics, what he's good at. It's kind of too late, unfortunately. I hope I can just return PyGUI like that. It's already at the point where it really can't get any worse. Like at this point. He's really good at it though, yeah, that's true. Oh, did something wrong. I have to pass scenes. I have to say scene 1. Okay. And it printed it here. I am really pushing the limits of trying to do graphics in a terminal. And Vim is feeling it. Okay, this... Oh, this needs a renderer too. Okay, so I'll have to pass both of these. PyGUI. Wait, no, I don't have to pass the renderer here. I'm returning a function, and that function is being executed here in the thread. But then the question is, oh, I don't have to pass the scenes here. I can just pass the scenes there. And then just use PyGUI. GUI. How involved is he with Manim? Just curious, anywhere I can learn more about the course of the project. Pretty much not involved at all. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Okay, so I'm gonna put the scenes here. Also, my Vim is getting super slow. I'm pretty sure there's a memory leak in this version of Vim. Because I feel like the longer I go with it, the slower it gets. GUI.py? Great. What did you say about dear PyGUI? I said a lot of stuff about Dear PyGUI. I think the most important thing was it's the most convenient thing that can operate with OpenGL on the level that we need. Oh, broke something. But regular IMGUI... Oh, broke something. But regular IMGUI is really good for rendering your own OpenGL pipeline into the GUI. So like, for instance, we could have the scene in one of these windows. But the bindings for this library are really outdated. Really, really outdated. And so there's this new version, PyGUI, which is incredibly well maintained. Like better than Manim Community. But you can't render onto the canvas that this one provides yet. They're working on it, but right now you can't. Why is it saying this isn't defined? What did I import from here? Oh. I wonder if there's a way to hack it somehow. There kind of is. Oh. I hope there's a way to edit this GUI in between runs. Otherwise, that'd be really annoying. I think there should be. Until it's officially supported. Have you looked at the PR? Yeah, it's complicated as F. But it's this thing called Marvel. And this is basically the engine that it's going to use. And so basically the same thing from this picture. You can render your own OpenGL whatever into the GUI window. So I guess the code is here. I don't know how to interface with this with modern GL. Maybe Einarf does. But I've bugged him a lot, so I would kind of feel bad. Yeah. Maybe it's worth looking into. It definitely is. Okay, here I'm gonna put, I think it's config at input file. Yeah, that's what it's called. So here, I have a file, or like input file. Don't want to depend on a stale library anyway. Yeah, that's true. That's why I don't want to use the Python bindings. Those would be just super, super old. Okay. Commands render. So the way I got the scenes before... Wait, where is this? Okay. Scene classes from file. Does it just do the 0th one? Has that just been working by accident? Let's see, scene classes from file. Should be able to just import that. And so... do scene classes from file, input file. Equals this, and then I'll just print all of these. Now what I want to do is for each of these I want to print like, I think the way it goes is like this dot underscore underscore class dot name. Totally played that by ear. Of course it didn't work. Scene class from file, input file. String object has no attribute suffix. Well, it didn't work in a different place than I thought it wouldn't work. Is input file not what I think it is? I guess I want the path. Why didn't it print? I guess I want the path. Why didn't it print? Did I not save this? Oh, here. Yeah, that's the full path. Stir object has no attribute suffix. I do not understand that. Get module file path. Oh, it's expecting a path object. And it doesn't cast to it itself? Like, do I have to do this? Scenes is not defined, so I guess that did work. ABC meta, that's not what I was looking for. Scene classes dot file. Example scenes OpenGL.py. I wonder why it only printed that ABC meta class. Okay, here's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna do this scene classes from file in a place where I can use IPDB. So comment this. Put this here. This would be Manim. I'll have to import path too. I'm gonna try to break here. Config. Okay. Wait, why is there only one? There's only the object test. I do this dot underscore underscore name. Okay, that's what I wanted. But still, why is there only one? Scene classes from file. Is this function doing what it's supposed to do? If requires single scene. That's false by default. Get scene classes from module. Was this not working? Okay, let's look at the module. Great. Is child. Is child is class, is a subclass of scene, is not equal to scene. Module starts with module.name. Okay. Member at 1. Okay. This has a bunch of things. This isn't just the object test. Okay. If requires single scene. Wait, where did it become only one? Okay, doing it again. We're going again. Okay, and I print all scene classes. Oh, it's this. All get scenes to render. If scene name and config at scene names. Okay, so that's what's gonna do it. And this has only one. Okay, so when I do this, I want to somehow say take all of them.